Oh my god, she's beating his head into the ground. Though to be fair, it does look like she's punishing him. Look at her. It looks like we're pinning her down against her will. Ooh. He just tossed arguably one of the most powerful characters in this kingdom away like she's a stray cat. She just has to be Dommy Mommy in order to stop him. Damn, she's like, you're such an idiot. You can't tell what's going on. He's like, ooh, me? Am I just a little puppy? He arfed! She made him wolf! Like, this is what I mean, though. It's so clever with how they use, like, cringy fanfic logic. Like, she wrote it to be, they always forehead to check temperature, so they can't break this character, and now she's, like, dying of embarrassment. It's so clever. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Dark History of a Villainess, which now has released up to 5 episodes as of the recording of this video, is probably the most misunderstood show of the season, at least with any sort of viewer base. I'm not saying this is anywhere close to being a popular show of the season, but it's not like we're scraping at the bottom of the barrel and like 2 people have heard of its existence. It has enough of a fan base that an opinion has formed around it, and I think that opinion is way harsher than it should be. Not that there isn't things to criticize, but I think the things that are worth criticizing aren't being criticized, and what I am seeing criticized makes no sense, and that is the cringe factor of this show. Because for those who aren't watching this show, the premise is, like with a lot of Otome villainess style shows, character inside a villainess story. They are the villainess, they're trying to survive. We see this a lot. The difference is that the story she's in is actually a fanfic that she wrote when she was too horned up as a teenager. Meaning, a lot of the sexual perversions and fantasies she had, she's now living through, and she's both loving and hating it. So yes, it naturally is going to make you be like, oh bro, and depending on how much you can deal with cringe, you may want to cover your eyes, you may feel a little uncomfortable, or you're just going to laugh your ass off. But I keep seeing people every week, and it feels like it gets louder, where it's like, oh, this is so stupid. I can't believe, like, we're having to watch this plotline where she's trying to avoid a werewolf having her way with the heroine. Bro, it's a fanfic. It's a fanfic of a girl who was horny. She finished rubbing one out and then wrote it? No, it was the opposite order. And it's okay not to like the cringe factor, but it's almost like people are watching something that maybe just isn't for them and complaining that it's not pandered to their taste. This show is intentionally designed to be cringy. And when something's intentionally designed to be cringy and you're saying, I don't like it because it's cringe, at a certain point you gotta stop watching. You can't, it would be like me walking into a football movie and I'm like, oh, it's a football movie. I don't like football, but I keep watching and I complain that they're playing football. You see what I'm trying to get at here? It is stupid. It is supposed to be. The plot line in episode 5, like one of the big like cringe and embarrassing moments is that she wrote purposely in this world that they check the temperature by placing their forehead. Like that's the only way they check temperature in this world because she thinks it's sweet and cute and she wanted to just blush whenever someone got sick. She purposely made her characters get sick in games to see moments like those. So now she's having to live it as like multiple hot boys are taking her temperature. Yeah, that's cringy, that's dumb, but it's not like poorly written. You can't make the criticisms like, oh my god, isn't there other ways to make, you know, to take her temperature, blah, blah, blah. It's like people just don't want to accept the show for what it is, and it's really weird. Because clearly, if you don't like cringe, you won't like this show. You gotta tap out far earlier than like episode 4, 5, or 3, you know what I mean? I don't know, I thought they made it very explicitly clear from the very beginning, and that's like kind of the fun factor of the show. But I mean, it may not be the most misunderstood show, but it's gotta be in the top 3 for sure of this season. But gotta love the anime community, am I right? Now, of course, gotta mention this before we jump any further. If you enjoy the video, drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you're new around here, and yes, Patreon's where you can catch my full live reactions to all these episodes and more. If you also want to help fund the channel, videos just like the one you're watching. So, this is the plan. We've been talking, we've been making some changes on the channel. This isn't like the most demanded show, so probably every couple of weeks I'll do a video. Unless this video does well. If it does well enough that I think maybe there is a weekly audience again, I'll give it another go. But probably going to be a Thursday release. It's not a popular enough one to sacrifice. And I mean, I could do 3 shows on Wednesday, but there's no reason to. So just know Thursdays, maybe every couple of weeks, you might get a video. Because I like it enough that I still want to talk about it from time to time. Just maybe not enough to do it weekly. Either way, Patreon, we do it weekly no matter what. But this episode was fun because like it's like the culmination of like, we had swordplay. How are we going to get over this? And then it just builds into this wonderful web of misunderstanding where all of the pretty boys just love her. The character that she's most in love with is supposed to be for her self-insert heroine MC. That isn't her, mind you, right? Because she got reincarnated into the villainess version. The fact that he's just like so clearly into her and like she loves it and hates it. She's like, no, I'd much prefer watching my self-insert MC get dominated by this man rather than actually being me. She's just too much, man, and I love her. But like, I love the fact that the big thing was, how are we going to get Yami to not want to kill the others? And she comes to the realization the one thing that he listens to is when she's assertive. And I'm like, okay, get into Dami Mommy form. That makes sense. But the way she like forces him down, he literally barks. And not a woof. No, he goes arf. Like he's a little poodle. Arf, arf. That's what she made this man do, because she says, are you that stupid? Are you that pathetic that you can't see I'm playing the role? I'm taking my sweet ass time. It's a fun, evil game. And you're getting in my way. So be a good little pup and sit down. And he wags his tail and says, woof, woof. Brilliant. There's a lot of dumb about this show, but I think all the dumb works because of the world we're in. And I think the biggest criticism I have for this show is probably its production. Now, not to say I hate looking at the show. I actually like the art style, and despite the limited amount of animation in it, it's probably one of the least produced shows I'm watching this season. I think they punch above their weight as much as they can. Despite the simplistic animation style they have going for it, the numerous meme faces and the way they'll cut to different transition shots, they do as much as they can with the limited amount of resources they have, and it's always fun to look at. But yes, objectively, it doesn't move that much. Sometimes the shots look really good, but because of how much comedy's in it, I think they get away with, like, obviously a lot of it's intentional meme faces, but sometimes you'll just see silly faces or under-detailed shots, and you just kind of overlook it because you're like, oh, it's a silly show anyway, it doesn't matter. But that's my big issue. But in terms of like characters and how they're writing things, knowing that it's a fanfic that's supposed to be cringy, and the way they continuously tie in so many funny... The fact that when she woke up, she started thinking she was back in her old world. So then she's like, I gotta go to work, otherwise I got no money for BL. And then insert cringy character being like, oh man, she must be blackmailing you so you can buy this so-called BL. I'll go kill her for you. That's funny no matter how you spit it. I'm sorry to say. Like, that is not so bad it's good. That's just legitimately good cringe. And some people don't like cringe. That's okay. That just means the show ain't for you. But I think, yeah, like I said, if I'm going to watch a football movie and I continue to see her, I'm like, oh my God, it's football. How dare you? Like, that's on me at that point, right? To be like, oh my God, it's so cringy for no reason, when it's like, no, it's cringy because a horny teenager wrote a cringy fanfic in her wildest dream. And the thing is you may grow up to be a little less cringy in your adult years. It doesn't change the fact probably a lot of your tastes are still the same, and we're seeing that. The author still loves it. He just gets a little embarrassed from it from time to time. I like it. I think it's arguably, if not the most misunderstood show of the season. And I'm excited for more. Of course, those are my thoughts, so let me know what you've been thinking of Dark History of a Villainess down below. Drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're new around your Patrons, where you can catch those full live reactions, all this and more. And hey, I also like to give video shoutouts to my patrons. So today we got No Name, No Face, George, Dylan Fujimoto, Korea, The RPG Ghost, Doro, Crystal Cat, and we also have Cray Cat Lad 88. So I appreciate the support. Please take care, and you all have a good one.